firms and for other purposes. This completes the order, Mr. President.
Chair recognizes the senator from the 56th to present House Bill 207.
Thank you, Mr. President. Hoping for unanimous vote this time, Senator from 28th. House Bill 207 is a department bill from the Department of Revenue. This is fairly simple. When you're going to take a car or a truck and you're going to bring it to a metal recycler, the law said that they would have to then take your physical title from you. They would then have to mail it in within a few days. It would get to the Department of Revenue. They would then have to take that title, put it in the system, and then destroy that title. This simply changes that they can, within 72 hours, they move that to an electronic process. They will send a picture or a scan, and within 72 hours, this will save the issuer time and money. It will save the department time and money. And I think specific to the senator from the 51st, it'll address his concerns with any vehicles. Without any questions, I will yield the well, Mr. President.
You have no questions. Does any other senator wish to speak for or against House Bill 207? The chair sees none. The question is on the adoption of the committee substitute. Is there objection to adoption of the committee substitute? Chair hears none, and the committee substitute is adopted. Is there objection to agreeing to the report of the committee which is favorable to the passage of the bill? The chair hears none. The report of the committee is agreed to. Is there objection to the main question being ordered? The chair hears none. The main question is ordered. Questions on the passage of the bill by substitute. All those in favor vote yea. Opposed nay. The secretary will unlock the machine. Have all senators voted? Have all senators voted? Now they have. Mr. Secretary, please close the machine. Senator from the 56th got his wish. On the passage of the bill, the yeas are 54, the nays are 0. This bill, having received the requisite constitutional majority, is therefore passed by substitute. Maybe you should have asked that on your first bill. Mr. Secretary, please read the caption of House Bill 497.
House Bill 497 by Representative Estration of the 104th, a bill to be entitled an act to amend the official code of Georgia annotated so as to revise, modernize, correct errors or omissions in, and reenact the statutory portion of said code and for other purposes. The Committee of the Senate on Judiciary recommends that this bill do pass. Respectfully submitted, Senator Strickland of the 17th. This completes the order, Mr. President.
Chair recognizes the senator from the 17th to present House Bill 497.
Thank you, Mr. President. I bring to you House Bill 497. And as you heard in the caption, this bill simply cleans up our code to make sure that our code books, those old books you see on some lawyer's shelf, or the code you see online that's on our General Assembly website actually matches the laws that we pass. Also in Section 54, you see similar language you saw in the code revision bill I brought before this body earlier this session that deals with a Supreme Court case that creates some confusion about what our law actually is and make sure that the governing law is the code itself and not the annotations that go with that. Happy to take any questions, Mr. President.
You have no questions.
I ask for your favorable support.
Does any other senator wish to speak for or against House Bill 497? Chair sees none. Is there objection to agreeing to the report of the committee which is favorable to the passage of the bill? The chair hears none. The report of the committee is agreed to. Is there objection to the main question being ordered? The chair hears none. The main question is ordered. Questions on the passage of the bill. All those in favor vote yea. Opposed nay. The secretary will unlock the machine. Have all senators voted? Ms. Secretary, please close the machine. On the passage of the bill, the yeas are 54, the nays are 0. This bill, having received the requisite constitutional majority, is therefore passed. Ms. Secretary, please read the caption of House Bill 693.
House Bill 693 by Representative Meeks of the 178th and others, a bill to be entitled an act to amend Part 1B of Article 13 of Chapter 6 of Title 40 of the OCGA, leading to operation of farm-use vehicles so as to prohibit operation of farm tractors on interstate highways, to provide for an exception, and for other purposes. The Committee of the Senate on Agriculture and Consumer Affairs recommends that this bill do pass. Respectfully submitted, Senator Walker of the 20th. This completes the order, Mr. President.
Chair recognizes the senator from the 24th to speak to House Bill 693.
Thank you, Mr. President.
The first walk-up song ever played in the Georgia Senate.
I bring you House Bill 693. This bill helps our great farmers in the great state of Georgia. This bill allows the farmer, when you have a large piece of equipment, extra wide, when you're crossing a bridge, or you got where he cannot get off the road, he has the right of way. I ask you to vote for this bill so the great people, the great farmers of the great state of Georgia can keep on producing the food that we eat, the shirt that's on your back, and the shoes you wear. Thank you.
You've got questions. If you care to yield.
I yield.
Chair recognizes the majority whip for a question.
Thank you, Mr. Senator. Will you yield?
Yes, I will.
Would you be favorable to a friendly amendment to name this the You Think My Tractor Sexy Act for Georgia?
I wouldn't have no problem with that.
Thank you.
I yield well.
The senator has yielded the well with many questions still on the board. Does any other senator wish to speak for or against? The chair recognizes the senator from the 47th to speak to the measure.
I do love the senator from the 24th. Said they, but I did have a serious question. What does this mean when we're doing maintenance on highway right-of-ways? Because they're driving up and down the interstate all the time. This bill looks like it would prohibit that, and I didn't see it in that section.
Spoken like a true gentleman. Does any other senator wish to speak for or against the bill? For what purpose does the senator from the 36th rise?
I had a question. I'm sorry the author left the well.
He seems to be open for questions at his desk.
That appears to be the case. Thank you, Mr. President.
Does any other senator wish to speak for or against House Bill 693? The chair sees none. Is there objection to agreeing to the report of the committee which is favorable to the passage of the bill? The chair hears none. The report of the committee is agreed to. Is there objection to the main question being ordered? The chair hears none. The main question is ordered. Questions on the passage of the bill. All those in favor of the vote yea, opposed nay. The secretary will unlock the machine. Have all senators voted? Have all senators voted? Mr. Secretary, please close the machine. On the passage of the bill, the yeas are 51, the nays are 2. This bill, having received the requisite constitutional majority, is therefore passed. Apparently, the Appropriations Chairman had some questions, too. Chair recognizes the Majority Leader for a motion.
Mr. President, I move that the Senate stand adjourned until Thursday, 18 March 2021 at 10 a.m.
Ms. Secretary, please read your announcements.
Rules Committee will meet upon adjournment in room 450. Health and Human Services will meet at 1 p.m. in room 450. Natural Resources and Environment will meet at 1 p.m. in room 307 CLO. Youth will meet at 2:15 in room 307 CLOB. Retirement will meet at 2:15 in room 450. Economic Development and Tourism will meet at 3:30 in room 307 CLOB. Finance will meet at 3:30 in room 450. Judiciary will meet at 4:45 in room 307 CLOB. This completes the order, Mr. President.
Does any senator wish to make an announcement? Chair sees none. The Majority Leader has moved that the Senate stand adjourned until Thursday, March 18, 2021 at 10 a.m. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The ayes